the feelings of other women, you know? Sometimes we got to break it down to put it back together. So, we got 81 people in here. Thank you guys so much for joining. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the video. Y'all bear with me. And guys, I'm going to be dropping the stream link as well, because I want some of you guys to come up and just to get your thoughts toward the end of the stream. But for now, let's go ahead and play the video.
We're supposed to meet our dad at this restaurant since he pulled a no-show last time.
Who's sitting here?
You. So we decided not to tell Mom he's coming.
1 second. Can you guys just put a 1 in the chat if you can hear the video? I just want to make sure you guys can hear before I start playing the whole video. Just to let you guys know, they're setting up a lunch with their parents. The mom doesn't know that the dad's coming, so it's going to be a bit of an ambush. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear the video. Okay, everyone put a 1. Hey, Miss Ty, how you doing? Okay, y'all, so let's get started.
We're supposed to meet our dad at this restaurant since he pulled a no-show last time.
Who's sitting here?
You. So we decided not to tell Mom he's coming, just in case he ditches us again.
Let's get you guys something to drink.
Give me some Patron. Just need a little bit of Jesus juice.
Got a lot on your mind?
Hallelujah.
My sisters have been working really hard on my dad coming to visit, and I'm cool with it. I'm just not ready for the emotional drama that's going to accompany that. It never goes well when my mom and my dad come together.
What kind of stuff do they have for kids?
Like chicken fingers?
Sure.
Guys, I'm so hungry.
Are you hungry, Mom? I know you hate Mexican food.
I'm just going to have a salad.
Daddy blew us off the last time we tried to get together. He better not do that again, because I done flew my ass way cross country to see him twice. And if he don't show up this time, I'm going to know something.
I nearly fell out of my chair when I saw my ex-husband walking through the door. Actually, I was a little pissed off because no one informed me, no one told me that he would be there.
I'm trying to get to a point in my life where I'm really speaking to my father. Hello? But we're just not the same as we used to be.
I need an extra shot in it.
You look fabulous, Daddy. How much weight you lost? Yes, my dad and your granddad.
This man have not taken the time to call his kids or even come see about his kids. And so therefore, his grandkids does not even know him.
I want to stop it right there. I want to tell y'all something that a man told me. He too left his family. Him and his wife are going through a divorce. What he told me was that she was going around, his ex-wife, soon to be ex-wife, was going around saying the same thing. He don't call his kids. He don't come and see his kids. He's just abandoned his kids. And he told me that from a man's point of view, if for some men, depending on how bad the woman is, if seeing and talking to his kids means having to deal with you, meaning you're a wall that I have to break down and fight through every time just to have a 2-minute conversation with my child, a lot of men will cut their losses. And this is the side of the story that women won't tell you. They'll just tell you, oh, he just abandoned us. He's not coming around to see his kids. But what they're not telling you how difficult they're making it for the men to see their kids. Think about how many times a man would have to see his kids, like how many visits with you, how many phone calls with you he would have to have just to say hello to his kids. And if he's got to deal with negative energy every time, it's much easier for a man to cut his losses. And ladies, I wouldn't be so judgmental, because a lot of us, or most, I would say 99% of us, have not been in the man's position when you have to be the visitor to your kids. A lot of us don't know what that's like. Some of us know what it is, what it feels like to be the single mom and allow him as the visitor, but you've never actually been the visitor. A part of this growth journey that we're on is we want to look at things from the man's perspective to empathize with how they've been made to feel instead of hyper focusing on their reaction to our actions. So now that came from a man, guys, you know, that it's difficult to remain in your child's life when you have a bitter, angry woman that is causing trouble for you every time you decide to see your kids. So now there are some men who just abandon their kids just because they don't want to be a part of their life and it didn't have anything to do with the mom. I'm not talking about those men. They do exist. But what I'm saying is when you hear about stories like this, and you heard Miss Evelyn Braxton and her side of the story, don't just take that check to the bank and cash it, okay? That's not the full story. It's not the full story. And women, we have to watch ourselves when we do this too. Sometimes we give our emotional version of the story. And a lot of times it's inaccurate, it's distorted. Some of it's just outright lies, you know? And we have to control that. There have been times where I've gotten so emotional telling my side of the story that I had to learn to just cut it off and say, you know what? I don't think my side of the story is going to be as accurate. I'm angry, I'm sad. And to be honest, there's some parts that I'm not even remembering. So I'm going to just keep it to myself. I just started doing that within the last year. That's the work I'm doing on myself. Okay. Because what I realize is that when I give an inaccurate version of the story, it's not fair to the other person involved, because for the person that I'm telling the story to, it distorts their view of the other person. And it's not accurate. Sometimes it's best to not even tell your side of the story if deep down you know it's coming from a hurt emotional place, you know? So, okay. What Pam Alford says is because of the woman. Miss Ty says she's still holding on to it. Yes, she is. When he walked in the room, y'all, he spoke to her. What'd she do? Put her hand up. Now that could have been editing, okay? Maybe it was editing, but you can't say that she didn't speak to her. Rochelle Ware says, in this instance, it doesn't apply. He has adult children. Can you elaborate on that? I don't understand. Rhonda Walker says, my husband went through the same thing. Very, 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 very bitter, his ex-wife. Yes, y'all, this is very, very common. Ms. Ty said it's not the full story. Facts, yes. Rochelle Ware says when there's a divorce, children take sides, and they tend to take the side of the parent that they're with. In a lot of cases, they end up with the mother. So they end up taking their mother's side. But, Cece, okay, this is my cousin, y'all. She said, yes, we have to be self-aware and honest enough with ourselves when giving our side of the story. Yes, Sierra. Okay, y'all, let's get back into the video.
He's a